All right, everybody, welcome to Virtual Bourbon. My name is Steve Akley, and we have a fun event today. We are going to be tasting some Evan Williams Experience, that event place that is in downtown Louisville, that little mini distillery that they have. That's a kind of a little bit of everything there. They've got a distillery, they got barrel aging, they've got like a speakeasy and a tasting room. So it's a pretty cool little place. And they do have a gift shop, and that gift shop releases some stuff that is pretty special. And we're going to be tasting through 3 of those offerings today. Should be fun. Pick these up on a recent trip that I had to Louisville, and I went in just the gift shop. I've been through that thing before. I'm not a huge fan of the just the regular tour. I heard the speakeasy tour though is really good. So that's the one where you learn a little bit about prohibition and some of the things that were going on at that time, and then you actually get to go in there, the speakeasy that's located there, which is kind of cool. Justine, you like that tour though, right? The Evan Williams Downtown Experience.
Yeah, it's my favorite because it's like Disneyland for adults.
It is kind of Disneyland-esque for sure. The movie that you watch has that feel, right?
Yeah, it's like interactive, and there's like a little scene in a little town, and you get to watch a movie.
So there you go. That's it. So if you haven't been there, check it out. It's Justine rated. It's going to be in her new bourbon assignments book that's coming out next year. So that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, this one is interesting. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's called Master's Blend, and it's really unique in that it seems like something you could do at home. It's a blend of their other products. So in here, and you don't know what percentages or anything like that, but this contains their 23-year-old, their single barrel, their 1783, their bottled and bond, and then the signature black. So it is a blend of those finished products, and this is what you come up with. So I don't know, maybe it'll be fun one day. We can see who gets the closest to that. We'll just send out a little kit of all those and see if we can match this one. But I have no idea what goes into it, but I would assume not very much. That 23-year-old, that's some expensive stuff. But so they come out with this, I don't know, probably 5 years ago, I think, something like it's been a little while. But so that's the product. Today we'll be going through all 3 of these. We'll go through 2 times. So we'll go through one time as a group where we kind of really drill down, talk about tasting notes, because it's a small group here. We want everybody, participating. So we'll talk about nosing notes. We'll talk about tasting notes, get everybody's participation from those. And then we'll go through a second time, a little bit higher level, just to make sure that things haven't changed. And then we'll go through and pick our favorite one of the evening. So that is the plan. All right. So again, we like to pour one in advance. So we've got our one poured that I'd say is ready to go, our Master's Blend. Let's pour the Square 6 now and just get that ready. That's not going to be the one that we're going to be drinking here, but we'll have that one just getting a little air to it. Brad, where's Sally tonight?
She is currently on a girls' night excursion. She might be back before it's over, but
okay,
a couple girlfriends.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. We like having her.
I know. I mean, she's the one with silage, which I already gave away my first word, but anyway.
And what's the dog's name? Well, the dog's kind of a regular on these events at this point. Sugar. Okay. Sugar's there. A little bit of a regular on these events. Okay.
I tried to name her White Dog, but she got stuck with Sugar.
Sugar. White Dog would have been good though. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's talk about this one. Nose is good. Kind of juicy fruit-esque, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
It's there. But what else are we getting there? Anything of note to jump out at you, Justine?
Kind of like a little bit of, those cherry cordials that have the liquid, the chocolate with the cherries, and it has
in there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's. My dad used to have a friend. He'd get those like at Christmas. I don't know, every year you get those, and they're good. Yeah, they got like that clear liquid in there, and then that kind of thicker white jelly type of stuff, liquid, I don't know, a little bit. And of course the cherry. So yeah, I used to like those. My mom was in charge of doling those out though. You didn't get to do that yourself.
You're on ration.
Yeah, she wouldn't let me I was not able to just grab the amount I wanted there. All right, let's taste this one and see what we got here. I gotta say that's pretty tasty. It goes from very sweet up front, almost
Spice in the bag.
yeah, and spice at the back, and across the mid palate, it's more of leathery a little bit.
Savory.
Yeah, kind of savory. So yeah.
It's warm for 90 proof.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say it's more than I thought it would be for a 90 proof.
Yeah. It dries out a little bit on the back too. That's interesting. What do you think, Ben? As you try this one, as he takes just like a waiter here. Yeah. Sorry, what are your thoughts about this? Is food okay tonight?
Timing. Perfect timing. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my tasting notes on this one. I do appreciate the subtle of the initial sip, like it's subtle, but then as you go through the palate, it like heats up for me when it gets to the back of my palate. So it's kind of like sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky. I'm getting like just off the nose and the taste, it's kind of weird for me because I'm getting a little bit of like when I taste the Leopold Brothers 3
chamber.
The 3-chamber. I'm getting kind of like a little bit of that flavor and burn at the back as I get with that. And I know it's not a rye, but it's interesting for me.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. And again, we talked, I don't know how much 23-year-olds in there, but that's got to be adding that component, that leathery kind of woody. You're getting that through. That's where that's got to come from. That's got some age taste to it for sure, which is kind of cool.
It does.
Yeah. Mr. Legend, what are your thoughts as you taste this one?
I'll agree with you that there's got to be more than just a teaspoon of that 23.
Yeah.
But when they don't tell you what the blends are, we put a little bit of this and something like an eyedropper to constitute
right.
part of a blend, so but no, because I pick up some leather and some oak and yeah.
Imagine if it was the Legend's job to dump the 23-year-old in there. How much do you think he drank on the way out there? I think quite a bit.
How big would that dropper be?
Right. We better never get him a distillery job. That won't end well for the owners there. Justine, what are your thoughts as you taste this one?
Yeah, I'm kind of following along the same lines. Definitely get kind of that oaky aftertaste, but not in a bad way.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. How much does this run in the gift shop?
It's not that bad. It's, I think, like $60. So not bad these days. These days, that's not bad.
Yeah, these days.
Yeah. Back in the day, we'd never spend $60. But we were buying Blanton's for 35, and we couldn't believe when it went up to 40. Brad, how about you, man?
I'm still shocked. You said it was 60. Because I was going to follow up on Ben's comment about the sneaky heat, because a lot of the cheaper bourbons have a sneaky heat to them, and they're the sneaky lower proof stuff, which is not good. This is good,
right?
For $60, it better be good. That's it. I'll give it a thumbs up. That's
okay. Gets a thumbs up. All right.
Yeah.
On that note, let's put this one aside. We'll come back to it. And of course, we want to pour one ahead. So we'll pour our last one of the night, which is the 12-year-old age stated 101 proof Evan Williams Red Label. That was used to be just an export for Japan. Now they sell it in the gift shop. But this next one's interesting. Let me show you the bottle for this one. This one comes in at 95 proof. It's their high rye recipe, which is 52% corn, 35% rye, and let me see here, 13% malted barley. This is the one that they make 1 barrel a day at the Evan Williams Experience. So this is the one that was actually made there. If you've been going there for years, of course they haven't had any sell because they were letting it age. So that's what it looks like. And the note there just basically says they make it at the Evan Williams Experience. It's handcrafted on a copper pot still, 1 barrel at a time, which is cool. I mean, I think it's a great idea and a cool thing that they offer this. I don't remember what the price on this one was. I think somewhere maybe around the same price as the master blend. So,
Do they have an age? Did you say there was an age on it?
I think there is, right? I thought it was 5 years old, but I'm not seeing it now. Square 6. Yeah, maybe not. No age. No age. Nope, I don't see anything. Bourbon was made here, has a little map there, but nope, no age statement.
So does the label say anything at all?
What do you mean?
As far as what the blend is or what its expectations are profile wise?
Well, it says, of course, high rye bourbon, which is, I believe this is a different recipe that they use. I think it's only done at the distillery Experience.
Okay.
So, and it is, like I said, 52% corn, 35 rye, 13% malted barley. So I'm expecting a spicy bourbon here, but that's really about it. So
Okay.
that's all that we know. The fact it's a copper pot is cool because, of course, most of the big heritage brands, really all of them, they don't really do anything but column stills. So this is a way to taste some Heaven Hill made on a pot. So kind of cool. All right. I didn't cheat. I didn't taste this one in advance or anything. So I've never tried this one.
I did. That's why I asked that question.
Oh, okay. Kind of on the nose for me, kind of oatmeal-y. It was like breakfast.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
I despise the Woodford oat experiment, whatever they called that. I thought it was one of the worst.
The double oaked, that one, that's the
No,
experiment.
not oat, or sorry, not oak, but oat, like oatmeal. They had
yeah. And
one of
that
their single
yeah.
grain deals. It
yes.
was awful, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I swore off oats for a long time, but I found you 4
because of
grains.
that.
Yes.
That did you in, okay.
But the French lick, 4 grain Sinclair.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, some of those are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Anything else of note on the nose?
Leathery to me, like
Leathery, yeah.
Leathery.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cheers, gang. Inaugural taste here for me. I'm gonna try this one. Again, sweet.
The corn.
Mm-hmm. Definitely he's got some of that oats taste, and it's a delayed heat. It doesn't taste all the way through the finish. It doesn't heat up, and then it kind of just does. It's kind of heating up now on my tongue, really. So I don't know what's your experience there, Justine? Are you?
Yeah, it's not, the first one was warmer to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It kind of like a coffee cake or something Danish, maybe.
Coffee cake, yeah, Danish. Yeah,
But
it's definitely.
I still get a little bit of that, like a little bit of a leather kind of aftertaste.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the viscosity is good. I mean, on it, I like that. Brad, how about you? You tasted it. What do you think?
Yeah, there's more sweetness than the first one. Even though it's 5 points higher. I think they have similar alcohol on them. I'm getting a little more alcohol in my mouth, maybe with the 95, but still similar.
Yeah,
I don't know. Coffee cake was good description.
Justine nailed it. She got it.
Yeah.
So Brad, you on the event the other day, you said you've done over 100 barrel picks. How do you do all these barrel picks?
So I have a group in Georgia, Georgia Bourbon Society with Joe Stellick that we started about 20 years ago before barrel picks were cool. And I moved to Indiana and met a few people here that I've done a few picks with, including a retail store that get to do a lot of stuff with them. But I mean, 20 years ago, you used to be able to take, I don't know, 20 people to a tasting, whether Heaven Hill or Four Roses, whatever. However, my caveat is I am this or that. I'm not good with the nose and the palate and all that. It's I can rate them on this scale. So whatever.
Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of barrels, and I don't know of any clubs that have been around, especially picking barrels. Some of that predates some of the barrel programs. I mean, I know like Jason Bronner picked the second ever Four Roses barrel, and he didn't open until
Four Roses only started
2005. Yeah, something like that.
Four Roses started. I was going to say 12 or
something like that. Yeah,
14 years ago. Elijah Craig and BT had some programs again for random people like Joe Stellick in Marietta, Georgia, who would call in and say, "Hey, can we come in and pick a barrel?" I said, "Sure." So we had an Elmer T. Lee barrel, which I guess was 9 years ago. And they offered us a second one, and Joe declined because, like, oh Jesus, that's another $2,000 because our bottle cost was $22.
Yeah,
or $18 or $22. But the one lady in the group who lives here in Indy, Dawn, said she would buy it, and Joe made the decision for her when BT called and said, "Do you want second barrel or not?" He said no. Dawn's still pissed about that, but she still has a couple bottles from their original pick. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Ben, how about you, man?
Yeah, that one's okay for me. I'm not big on the high rye bourbons. Yeah, I'll drink them every now and then. It wasn't harsh, it wasn't overpowering. I got the leathery taste. I liked the sweet up front. The heat in the back was, to me, was almost as similar as the Master Blend heat in the back. I was like, that's pretty close for me. But I mean, it was solid, but probably not something I would look to buy. But if someone said, "Hey, would you like some?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So any tasting notes or anything that stands out to you?
I get a lot of the leather, and then I just get a lot of that's what I get a lot of when I drink that. Yeah.
Mr. Legend, anything you want to for the official record?
Not much nothing that hasn't already been said.
Okay.
I'll agree with the coffee cake and it being leathery and sweet.
Okay.
The subsequent sips I had with the coffee cake, I get more brown sugar, which again could be coffee cake. So
yeah. Very nice. Okay. All right. Well, let's put this one aside And let's talk about the Evan Williams 12. That's what this one looks like. And it's 101 proof. And this one's pretty expensive. I think it's like 150 bucks or something like that. I can't remember, but pretty up there. So that's that one. All right. This is again age stated 12 years, 101 proof.
You had to go to Tokyo to get this one, right?
I did. I flew all the way to Tokyo. I mean, I could have got it in downtown Louisville, but I thought, what the heck? I'll go there. All right. What do we think on the nose on this one? What is that? Some sort of like icing? Like a buttercream frosting? Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Not bad. Anything else? I mean, what's on the nose? Okay. All right, let's try it. Let's dive in. Here we go.
Man, that's interesting.
That one is just super smooth. It really tastes like the lowest proof out of any of them here today.
Yeah, it's the highest.
Yeah, it's the highest. Yeah, and that's pretty good.
Kind of like a cotton candy taste.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cotton candy. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Justine, I might need you to taste my food so you can tell me what it actually tastes like.
I do that, but
I can't get all.
I do that, but I'm pretty picky. I don't. Yeah, unless you're eating a lot of pepperoni pizza and wings, I probably can't help it. Blue cheese. I can tell you all about different blue cheeses.
Oh, last night the wife made a salad with tomatoes, onions, anchovies, and blue cheese.
Oh,
Oh, awesome.
It was great.
yeah.
Had me until you said anchovies.
Anchovies.
Don't do anchovies.
No.
On cucumbers. Yeah.
Cucumbers. Yeah, this one, I mean, kind of, caramely, vanilla. I mean, I would say just along the lines of what you expect in a classic type of bourbon notes.
Right.
You just pull all
Typical-
those out
typical
there.
taste.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever anyone would tell you
Yes.
is bourbon notes, it's pretty much there.
It goes down real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Consecutive sips, you do get the proof though.
Okay.
Because
That last-
it lingers in
Yeah.
your mouth.
Comes in a little bit,
That's it.
yeah, mid palate, kind of mid to back palate sits.
Yeah.
It's got great legs.
Yeah, so I was just looking at my glass
Yeah.
legend. I was just looking at that. I was like, wow.
Great legs.
Yeah.
I just turned around to see if Sally was here. Like, what?
Great
Oh, great legs.
legs. Hey.
I like when she's here because I like you two and the dynamic of you two. And you don't always agree. And then it's sometimes it's totally opposite, which is hilarious. So it's fun.
Yeah, and you will meet us / her in November.
Yeah, a
So,
couple weeks. Yeah, at the,
Yep.
the November event. And the legend will be there, right? Aren't you going to
Yeah.
that, Rick? Behind
Yeah.
the scenes, Buffalo Trace and
Yep.
Three Boys. Yeah, that'll be fun.
I actually just booked my hotel tonight or
Oh, did
today.
you? Oh, I got mine.
I was thinking about stuff. And I'm like, I don't think I did that yet. I better get on the ball.
I did the same thing just today.
Okay. I will see Justine that weekend, but not at that event. But I've got to see her because I got a bunch of bourbon for upcoming events that I got to get to her. I've got some already, and then more. I'll be getting more between now and then too. So, yes.
You can save it for later, but now I need to know what Justine does.
What?
Justine does she does samples, sends out samples and stuff like that. Not for all of the events, but the big events. She does the flagship whiskey events. So she does all that. She does all our labels for us. So every label
Okay.
that you see on those, I don't know how to work a computer real well. So she does all the labels and sends them to me. She lives in Michigan. I live in St. Louis, so we don't see each other that often, but so she mails those to me. And then but the flagship whiskey events, which is our big offering, the most popular one that we do, and she does all of that. So she all the samples are mailed to her and stuff like that, and then she puts it onto the sample size, creates a placemat for you, and as well as shipping the samples and stuff. So
Okay.
and she runs her shop for us too. So if you ever order anything out of the ABV Network shop, that's Justine. Justine does all that.
Which I almost did a couple days ago, till I realized I opened the window today. It's like, oh, no, it's still in the shopping cart, so I probably have to redo it. But yeah, we haven't actually joined
Oh,
the
yeah.
network.
Yeah.
So, but we will. But,
You will. Okay, that's
yeah.
cool.
And I picked some stuff. So
Excellent. Yep, that'll come fulfilled by Justine. So she does all that cool stuff. So, and she's on all these events too. So she's my backup, help me out. If I ever don't show up, my streak is intact, but if I ever don't show up, Justine would have to fill in and or if I have a coughing
figure
fit,
everything out.
yeah, she'd figure it out. Justine, she's good. So, yep. Any other tasting notes on this one?
Yeah. That's good.
but yeah, more mature, more complex.
Yeah.
No,
This
I
one's
was-
really solid.
yeah, really solid. I was happy because I actually have a bottle sitting on my shelf, and I was like, before I open it, I want to
Okay.
taste it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm gonna definitely open it now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This is this one has the contention for being what I would say, McNew, my co-host, we know her, porch drinking bourbon. So, and that's you drink a porch drinking bourbon, it's smooth. And how do you know when you're done you're done porch drinking? It's when you fall off the porch. So
There you go.
yeah, she used to she doesn't
Sorry,
have
go
a
build a
porch on her
porch.
new house though. So her new house doesn't have the old
Nice.
setup had a a little bit elevated porch that she'd sit up there and drink. And
She'll find something else to fall off of.
yeah, she's got a deck on the back, but well, it's low. It's not. It's falling off there would not be bad. It's one of those just right. Step off the house and maybe 2 steps down or something. But she hasn't fallen off that yet, thankfully. She's a classic though.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. McNew something. All right. Anything else on this one before we go back around to our first one?
I definitely agree that the heat builds. Like the
It
more
builds.
yeah, it's like the first one I drank, it
Sure.
was like,
Yeah. But
no.
It almost felt like nothing, right? Yeah. And
Yeah,
then-
but then it's like the consecutive sips. It's just like, okay, it's sticking there, it's sticking around.
no, that 12 years got a good finish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. All right. Let's loop back around. And of course, this gives us a different perspective going through a second time. Sometimes the whiskey changes, sometimes we change, we like to say, but it's good checking them out a second time. All right. Master's Blend. I mean,
Oh, that's like way more fruity for me now.
yeah, it's very, very fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I don't remember what I said the first time, but when I first put it up to my nose, I got a little bit of like a peanut.
Peanut. Okay.
That's
Maybe.
interesting. I don't get any of that. I got
Maybe like those candy coated peanuts.
Candy coated. Okay. Because I'm like Dan, I'm getting all sweet here.
yes.
I
sweet
definitely
fruity.
still get the sweetness, like the
Yeah.
candy nose, but I don't know. I don't really get it now, but it was just like when I first picked it up,
Right.
it was just like there for a minute.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Bill's usually on these events. He was in St. Louis coming back from Denver, and he stayed near me. He actually stayed in Columbia, Illinois. So, and I had to go pick up some bottles from him. And Columbia's close. That's where Adam Stumpf is. It's just, I don't know, 5-10 minutes from my house. But he sends me the address. So I go to the address that he sends, and it's for the distillery. It's for Stumpy's. It's not for the hotel he's at. So then he tells me, well, I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn. And I look up, there's no Hilton Garden Inn in Columbia, Illinois. I'm like, Bill, I don't know where you're at. He's like, Hampton Inn, but nobody here knows the address of the hotel. I'm like, how can no one there? So he yells out, what's the address here? First person knew the address. So then I was able to go there. But it was crazy. Crazy.
Was that the hotel down by the bowling alley?
In
that plaza where Schnucks and McDonald's is?
Yeah, that's
that
the
area?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's where he was. All right, let's give this a taste. I mean, again, pretty drinkable, sweet to me.
Yeah.
Feels like to me it was a little bit hotter. I'm not getting the heat this second time through, but again, we've gone up and we drank different proofs and stuff like that. That'll sometimes change that, but
I still think that the heat's a little bit less than it was before, but I still think that it feels like more than 90.
yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Yep. I'll go there.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that you want to document for this one?
I know Justine called coffee cake on the second one, the middle one, but I got a little cinnamon on
Okay.
this one, the second go around.
Mm.
And it's still solid.
Yeah, it's still solid.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. I mean, drinkable, good. I like it. All right. Let's move over to our pot distilled Square 6, made at the Evan Williams Experience. Charlie Downs would have made this. They have Jody Philitrew now is the master distiller there, but this would have been under Charlie Downs' watch. They have a master distiller just of that location, which is unique. This to me is kind of getting more into the waffle realm now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just gonna say it's sweeter than the first time I tasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say pancake batter.
Yeah, pancake batter, that could be good. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That might be right on. Kind of has that battery taste, and
Yeah,
also there's some sweet kind of fruity taste in there too. So, but I do get kind of along the lines of the pancake batter where it's grainy, not necessarily sweet, and then there is that separate kind of sweet taste, and it does heat up on your tongue here too.
it does.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Pot distilled is always going to give you some different flavors and stuff like that. And I think this is definitely unlike any other Heaven Hill product, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like it more the second time around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
I was
agree.
gonna say, and I appreciate that because I love all the Heaven Hill products. One of my favorite distillers. But especially with French Lick, Alan Bishop, and Pot Still, he has sold me on the pot still capabilities.
Yes. Oh yeah. I agree.
No.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to get anything that's younger than 4 to 6 years old, I'd say. I mean, you're getting anything younger than that. It really needs to be on a pot still. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's going to be terrible.
Well, Three Boys uses a pot, Neil uses a pot,
Yeah.
so, and they all make spectacular whiskey.
Yeah.
But you said Pretty Boys?
Three Boys.
Three boys.
Three Boys.
Yeah.
Is that the one also doing on the different?
Yeah. We'll be behind the scenes at that place.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's part of it. Yeah. Brad, there's a whiskey you got to try. Have you had Old 55's barrel strength sweet corn bourbon? Barrel strength,
have.
not the other ones, not the they used to have what was an 80 proof, Rick?
They came out with they had an 80 proof.
And now they got a bottle and bond. The 80
They
proof
came out with a bottle of bond.
just 80 proofs discontinued. Now they bottle and
Right.
bond. And then they do barrel strength now just once a year. And it's supposed to be in this really great packaging this year. Before it was just in the regular bottle. It just
you know who's responsible for that?
who?
That was Kevin Rose and I.
Whoa.
When we were up there for that barrel pick, we talked to Jason, told him how much we liked the sweet corn bourbon, and said we would imagine that right out of the barrel would be spectacular. That's why he gave us a taste of it, a pour after everything was done.
Yeah.
And then we talked about, have you ever thought about releasing this, as a, item? And he's like, well, I've thought about it, but I don't know, and everything. I kind of heated hard around it. And 2 months later, it was like, oh, here we got, barrel proof sweet corn bourbon.
Yeah.
Like,
And guess who you owe a thank you to? Me, because I got it for you. You didn't make it up there.
I was just going to say, I got it because of you, but
I made the drive.
Because of me.
Made the drive.
No,
But I will be driving up there this year because when he releases it, I'm going to get a bottle.
I know.
It's like, it's in my top 3 whiskeys. It's fantastic.
I love the old 55 corn. It is pricey for what it is, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
And again, I have no problem spending money on whiskey. But it is pricey.
You need to watch our event. I would encourage you to watch. We did an event with Jason about that sweet corn whiskey. And
I love Jason. Jason's a great guy.
Yeah.
Fantastic guy.
When
he explains why it costs what it does in that event.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
It
the
makes
first time I saw it was at Total Wine over in Fairview Heights, Illinois.
The 80
And it happened to be the day before Steve was going to do an interview with him. And I saw it on the shelf and I thought, I grabbed it. I thought, I'll buy a bottle of this. And then I looked, I saw 80 proof, and then I saw $125 for it. I'm like, I'm going to listen to the interview first. There's got to be a rationale for this price. If not, this is ridiculous, 80 proof for 120, Well, after he explained what the, why it cost so much to make, I went back the next day and bought a bottle.
Yeah.
And I appreciate grain, pedigree,
Yeah.
all that. I do, and I understand it. And Alan Bishop is a big fan of that. So
Yeah.
I get that, but yeah, that's a lot for.
It's a pricey one, no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
And I enjoy it. I did like it. I do like it. So
It goes for, what is it? Is it 250 that goes for?
The barrel proof, about 2.5. Yeah, bottle.
Yeah, I think it's about 250.
I've never heard of it. Old 55.
Yeah, old 50. Yeah.
Indiana Distillery, Jason Fruits, great guy, super guy.
Yeah.
And most of his bourbon whiskey is good. And honestly, I like the corn whiskey the best.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's check it out.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. His family owns a grain business, so they're not really into the farming side as much as they are is the wholesale grain business, and it's pretty cool. He has the ability to get things that other people don't, and that's why he does the sweet corn. He's like, he has, I don't know how big his pot still is. It's maybe 600 gallons or something like that. And he gets like some crazy, like 18 gallons out of it when he does a sweet corn run. It's like a horrible yield. Like it's right, Rick. It's just horrible.
Yeah, right.
That's why it's so expensive.
But,
Yeah. So you can imagine how that can add up. If you're
pain in the ass to make, people
usually
buy it.
you should get at least, usually you should get at least 10%. You should get 60 gallons of liquor out of the 600 gallon pot still, and he's getting like 18. So
Yeah.
Yield is tough on that one. So hence a pretty pricey price tag.
Well, he talked like during that interview. Well, it's like normal, yellow den corn cost about $4 a bushel. He goes, sweet corn costs about $1,200 a bushel.
Wow.
It's like, okay, there you have it. How much damage did he say he did to a combine trying to use a combine to harvest sweet
Yeah.
corn. A lot of,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Awesome.
and let's be fair. I am from the South. I live in the Midwest now, but the South and Midwest, as far as corn goes, you know the difference between sweet corn
Right.
and not sweet corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a difference, and what the cost of seed and harvesting and all that stuff, I don't know, but
And
there's
then,
a difference.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told that with sweet corn, there's 1 ear per stalk.
Okay.
So there's less,
Right.
Oh, could be.
less
Yeah.
per acre too.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben, I mean, I like to hold on to my $250 as much as anybody else, but that's just one of those where,
It'll fly out of your pocket.
yeah, I'm going to go get it. It's a, 4-hour drive or whatever. So 8 hours round trip, but to me, it's worth it. It's just one of those unique ones. It's not anything that you're going to drink a lot. You're not going to sit down and drink half a bottle because you can't afford to. It's a special pour. And so, yeah, you get it and you savor it. You drink a pour from time to time. And that's what at least what I do with the one like that. But
So a real long time ago, I used to like wine, or thought I did. Turned out I didn't. Turned out I didn't really like it. It was fine, but it could be $10, it could be $1,000. Didn't matter. It was the same to me.
Yeah.
So a $200 bottle of wine versus a $200 bottle of bourbon. Bourbon wins all day long because the wine you either drink in,
Yeah.
hour.
Once you pop that cork,
Yeah, it's done.
clock starts. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's done.
So versus my 2008, I forget, or 9, whatever, Four Roses Mariage. Got 3 sips left.
Yeah.
So,
That's what's cool about bourbon is you can do that.
right.
Extend the life of those things by doing that. So cool.
Yeah, I think I'll get my buddy Sean, who joins us from time to time, and we'll just go half on the first bottle to see what the experience is like.
Yeah. Let me know if you're interested. I don't think he puts a limit on it, but you have to show up to the gift shop. So that's a problem for you. But I'd be willing to get it for you and ship it out to
Yeah,
you.
and
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Ben,
Steve,
where
or
you
he's gonna go
located?
with me.
What's that, Brad?
Ben, where are you located?
Southern California,
LA, San Diego?
San Jacinto. So it's in Riverside County. The closest probably big city you might know is Temecula, California.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah, so
wineries.
I'm about 23 miles south of Temecula.
Okay. We go to Venice. Well, depending on travel restrictions, somewhat regularly. So
Nice. Yeah, but Steve, I'll probably take you up on that offer, man, so we can talk later about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely we can do that. So, but all right, let's give the last one, the third one here, our Evan Williams 101, the red label.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just,
Smells like dessert now.
yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like a caramel pie or something. It's good. I like it. All right, let's taste it. Yeah,
That is good.
that is very good. Yeah, dessert in a bottle for sure.
Are we ranking these tonight?
Yeah, we are. Yes, you're gonna have to rank them.
Thank you for keeping us on task, Justine.
She's very process oriented. That's what she's good at what she does. So it helps.
Yeah, she let us bird walk and then she reeled us back in.
Right. Any other notes? Anything stand out that you want to get on the official record here? All right.
Nothing new.
Okay. Well, let's spend just a little free time. I'm gonna get to participate tonight. It's not a blind tasting where I know something you guys don't know. I'm gonna be voting as well. We just want you to rank them 1, 2, and 3. 1 being your favorite, second favorite, third favorite. So see what you got here. This is close for me. I mean, I got my favorite for first. I got first locked in, but I gotta do the second and third here is close for me. So it's gonna come down to these final tastings here. Interesting. Okay. Got mine in. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Very, very interesting. Mine changed from what I thought it was when we went through the second time. So it does do that sometimes. It's so funny on these events. Sometimes you'll get somebody like, this is going to be the best. This is a winner right here. And they change. All right. Does anyone need more time? Okay. I'm just going to go in the order you guys are on my screen. So that means the legend, you are first. What was your favorite? No,
My favorite was a 12-year.
Okay.
Number 2 was the Masters blend, and number 3 was the
Square 6.
Square 6.
Okay.
Although in between 1 and 2 are these the Square 6 and the Master blend. Those are real close.
That was very, very close. That's what I felt too. Very close on those two. Justine, what are your thoughts?
I'm following the legend.
The legend. You're just doing okay. All right, Ben. How about you?
Same.
Same. Okay. Man, we're on a roll here. Brad, are you following suit? What are you doing?
Yep, exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Interesting. All right.
Are you breaking the trend?
Is he gonna be?
I am. I sure
am.
am. So I'm breaking the trend. It's not going to change the outcome of this thing. I'm going to go. Evan Williams is my favorite. Of course, Evan Williams. They're all really old. Evan Williams. Actually. The 12-year-old 101 proof. So that's my favorite. Second favorite for me was the Square 6. And again, I liked it better the second time through. The first time I thought the Master Blend was better, but the second time through I thought that it evolved a little bit, and I liked it just a little bit better. So that meant my third place for me was Master Blend. So that does not change the results. Square 6 does end up in third place tonight, the one that they make at the distillery there. In second place is the Master's Blend, and finally in first place, the champion for this evening, and probably should be based on its at least double the price of any other ones here, is the Evan Williams 101 proof, the export only. So that's a great product. So there you go. There it is, folks.
But we all know that price does not necessarily dictate.
Exactly. It's true.
Quality. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So before we wrap this up, I've got a question for Brad. Brad,
Yes.
normally Sally's here with you and you guys split samples. She's not here. Does that mean you drink the whole sample, or when she get home, there's still half a sample there for her?
No.
Huh. Is she gonna? Does she know this, or is she gonna be disappointed?
She knows this. She was disappointed when she got the reminder on the calendar about girls' night.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, fuck.
Right.
Sorry. I was trying to tame it. It's like, I got girls' night tonight. It's like, okay, do you want to skip it? Or she's like, no, go ahead and do it. Because we still have the first round of the, best American rye under 50 bucks or whatever. That first round we still have sitting on the counter over here.
Gotcha.
Which
Third round's going to be coming up soon. So yeah,
I know.
Got to get that one done
before the November deadline of the finals,
Yeah.
just for our own goodness. But yeah, no, didn't save her anything.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm about to jump on the link from Monday because I missed the Monday session and I have my 2 samples sitting on my
Okay. Yeah.
shelf.
Monday was fun. Monday was good.
Yes, it was.
Didn't get away from work, man. So I just had I know y'all had fun.
It happens.
Yes, it does. So that is why we record them and make them available. It's just worked out really well. So, it's not the same, but it is also better than just drinking the samples. I do think I like the fact that you can watch a recorded version, see what everyone else is saying, and see if you agree with it. So it's kind of cool.
Well, and then find out which one is which.
Yeah, yeah, that's always nice, right?
Oh, they're fine, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, of course, I'm going to sign off here. It doesn't mean I'm leaving. I'm just going to say goodbye to our audience here that is following along, watching the video. And we do have a couple that signed up for this, couldn't make it tonight, apparently. So again, it happened. Life happens. So we'll say goodbye to them and we'll just talk. All right, here we go.